welcome to another episode of Genshin Impact. Well, this is not, but this is an episode, but this is a different series, okay? So, as you all know, 3.3 has dropped, and why we are here, you may ask. Well, I was planning on do this Archon Quest, but unfortunately, the rumors were true. I have to first do Kazuha's story quest in order to unlock this Archon quest, which is a little. I don't know how to explain this, but it's just ridiculous. But I guess it makes sense since there must be like something regarding Kazuha or something. And also, there is some other lore regarding him. So I heard that this is not a very good um, a very good story quest for him. I heard that the from the Summertime Odyssey was a much better story than this story quest that has Kazuha. And yes, it's right. It you we dive deeper into his past life. At least he wasn't too nervous about it. He didn't care too much. Well, he did, but not in a way that was bad. But whatever. Uh, so and also, since this has dropped, you know what that means. It's time for a test run. So, as you all know, I did say that I had my doubts trying, well, wishing for the Wanderer here. I mean, I like his aesthetics. I like his character design. I think it's much better than when he used what he used to be. That's why I want to know what if he is worth pulling, because I really want to know how he plays. I saw his play style. Don't get me wrong. I saw his trailer. I saw the demo and everything, even in the live stream. But I am still not convinced. I will be more convinced if he gets a very good redemption arc and how he will become a a good guy, more of an, you could say, anti-hero. I would dare to say that he will be an anti-hero rather than a hero. But whatever. So we will test him out. And if I like his playstyle, that may add up a point on whether I will pull her for him or not. Also Faruzan too. Well, the truth is, as you know, I wished for child. I did wish for child not too long ago in 3.2. So that's why I'm wondering if I should pull for him. I mean, I like that he is one of the first 5 stars main DPS anemo characters. Jesus is good, but he's not the best in this position. I mean, yeah, he is a really a good like animal DPS, but unlike a 5 star, I think that he is a little inferior. He wouldn't make the same amount of damage even if you build him well and level up his talents as Scaramouche will. So, uh, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 60, 65, 70, 75. 70. There, that's 70, and 75. Yeah, so I am around 70, 75 wishes in because of Layla. Ugh. 70, 70 wishes on. So that's why I want to see if he is really worth pulling, because I am in pity. I am in self pity right now. And if I do a 10 wish, that means that either he or someone else may come, but that's why I'm not sure. I mean, in 3.4, Who knows if we are getting Al Haytham and Yao Yao because Hoyoverse hasn't released anything regarding it. But right now, and who knows if we will get Dia in 3.5 too. Well, it is speculated that that's going to be the how the characters will be released, but they haven't released anything, so that's why I'm wondering. That's why I want to test out his game style and see how he redeems himself. He will still be not a good person per se, but I want to see how he becomes a hero or anti-hero. I still don't know if he will become a hero or anti-hero because he does have some anti-hero like dialogues and everything. He may not be as evil as he used to, but he still thinks on getting rid of us and everything. Well, I think that was a joke, but whatever. That's why I'm saying it's an anti-hero. So without further ado, let's test him out, shall we? We'll also test Faruzan. I don't know if they will put Faruzan as a as a sub DPS to have another Anemo character in the to be used, or what will she be? Because she's supposed to be a support for either Wanderer or also Xiao. Maybe it could work for Heiso too, but I still don't know. Okay, so here it is. Here he is. Look at him. Yeah, he looks way different than he used to. I mean, yeah, he's not that bad. Okay, do your animation. Whoa.
Relax.
like I will break you and then no. No, I got you. I got you. Okay, that's one of his idol animation, not bad. Okay, do your second one, or do a line, please.
You think I've got a sharp tongue? I just tell it like it is. If someone can't handle it, maybe that's their problem.
That's a you problem, he says. Well, he just states the facts. He's very direct. I mean, that's not bad in some sort of way, but how they put it, it's rude.
Relax.
Okay. So yeah, as I said, he's a brat. That's why I'm saying that he's an anti-hero for of some sort. So it doesn't seem that he will show his other animations. So let's check him. Oh, there he goes. Excuse me, what was that? Okay. So he has his weapon, which oddly enough doesn't have a lot of crit damage on it, but attack normal speed up increased by 10%. After the wielder unleashes elemental skill, normal attack damage will be increased by 4.8% every second for 14 seconds. Okay, then after hitting another normal attack, okay. Oh, this is a new set. Okay. Wait. 61.6. When charge attack hits an opponent, the equipment character's normal attack speed will be increased by 10%, while normal charge and plunging attack damage will be increased by 4%. Okay, so
There's
he
no such
doesn't.
thing as pure freedom in this world. Even the wind cannot blow on forever.
Yeah, we know. Ooh. And he runs fast.
Too slow.
Too slow? Okay. not bad so far. I'm liking this. Still though, I still need to see how he handles things. So let's begin.
Squall and Fury.
Ooh, okay. So he won't be able to get.
You dare to gaze upon me?
Ooh, okay, not a bad start. Huh? Ah,
I'll protect us. I'm the frying pan.
The wind rises.
ooh. Okay, and what he will do the same, right?
Wretched vermin.
Oh, then he rises up. Ooh, not bad. I like it. I like it. I mean, I still get to do on my own with my own team, but not too bad of a start. Not too bad. I like it. That's another point. That's another point that we need to put it. I like his style, to be honest. It feels so good that that another 5-star character that is Anemo and also uses a catalyst does this kind of damage. I'm liking it. But like I said, it's not a guarantee that I will win him since I won Child in the previous ban. I may be able to get him with the doing a ritual, but if I wish for him, it would be such a mess. Because, like I said, it won't be a surprise that I will get the 5-star since I am already at 70-75. So I am nervous, to be honest. But that doesn't mean that he won't come back. I mean, yeah, his style is good. Everything about him is good, to be honest. But I don't know. I may, but I have my doubts. Really, I know if you wait. Faruzan is uses the other, not this box. No, oh no, not this box again. Not this box again, dude. No, not this box again. Ah, okay. I still have some other things that I would check for in order to get the wonder, but I mean I don't know. You know, I would be happy if I get either Tagnari or Jean instead of Wonder if I lose the 50-50. Like I said, I don't want to lose the 50-50 because he is a really a good character. He is a really good unit. But yeah, if I were to lose the 50-50 again, I would rather get Jean or Tagnari. Hopefully Jean because Jean is I am still Jeanless. Come on.
Academic research isn't
Okay,
some
it
kind
he
of fad.
Farsan has
Topics don't just go in and out of fashion.
okay. So Farsan has here Hysul, which is a main DPS, which seems to be or something. I don't know, but she has some Gladiator's Finale and Anemo damage bonus, so they are trying to make her like main DPS or sub DPS. I don't know.
Hmm. Hmm. Huh?
What was that? What was that? I mean, cool. All right. So, without further ado, let's her up. What?
Fracture.
Okay. So, this here, this here.
Someone needs.
Cyclone.
I will test. I will do then the yes with this. Okay.
Have fun with this gift.
Ah, come on!
Bring it on!
Okay, so it does give a
We'll see
high burst with, well, a big help with this.
Leave it all to me. As a
Yeah, so it does give a lot of help to anemo characters with her burst most likely. So yes, she is the best option if you are trying to use Wonder or Kaizo as your main DPS. Okay. And that's why she needs also a lot of energy recharge. I think that the best option there is to use Sacrificial Bow or Pavonius Bow, then use the set I use as Raven. I don't know how it's called, but sorry. But I can see that's the best option here. Okay, so both of them are good, are really good. And especially, well, obviously, we need Faruzan in order to give a huge buff to Wonder here. I mean, Wonder can handle his own with everything that he has, but in order to do a lot more of damage, he needs a Faruzan as well as Kaisu. Kaisu there was more of a burst DPS or sub DPS, I can't tell, but yes, Farsan is a really huge, like, a crucial character if you want to use animal characters as your main DPSs now. Not that me she uses both. Okay, so it really gave me scraps. Yeah. Okay, so it really gave me a good time. I really like that playstyle. So now we will begin Kazuha's story quest. Yes, we will unlock it. And where is it? A strange and friendless rope. Upon a plain a purple shadow. Okay, we will go there. So I'm liking what I am seeing from Wanderer and Farson so far. Still though, it's hard to decide, like I said. So I will keep pushing forward through this, and I will make up my decision before, or yeah, I have to do I have to give my decision before this ends, because also, like I said, I am in pity, so there is no need to for me to rush, but mm, I really need to think about it. Even though I won't be putting for a hate on next update, it's still unlikely that either win the 50 or lose the 50. I don't know. I don't know which one will be best. So here we are.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
Yes, as a matter of fact, as if in the blink of an eye, there have been many memorable events. Hmm. It's true. There have been many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Hang on, there is something. I heard something.
Huh? What's up?
Wait, what is that? That's a weapon. Be careful. Someone is coming. Okay, be careful.
Hey! What the heck was that for?
Wait.
Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Let's convince him. You're talking about me, not you.
Come a little closer.
Whoa.
Beg for mercy.
What? What was that?
So you don't have a vision after all. Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait. Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha?
Excuse me, why are you looking for him?
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Yes, but why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Couldn't agree more. Very smart. For oh my god. Always Lumen being savage to Paimon. But now, I couldn't agree more.
Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
But I don't look as like Kazuha. That's either. Why would I look exactly like Kazuha? Okay, actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
I can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Yeah, that's why I was in Rito. I really thought that that was going to be the start of it, but okay. A strange and render has started. Okay, now I have to go. Oh, no, I can teleport. Why do I have to walk? Okay, now we teleport there. But yes, yes. But that's the sword. That's the sword that I am looking for. Why? Why did that guy have it? Anyway, let's go and look for Kazuha and the Crux Fleet and tell him about this matter. Thankfully, I didn't do but I did ask if why you guys wanted to see this, but I guess there is no other choice now. Okay, so here we are.
Hey! Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
What do you mean by two?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
You could compare it to the technique Beto used to strike down Kaishan. That's what it's called. Okay, but yeah, I mean, imagine one of the Kaedehara clan was able to stop the Raiden Shogun's like sword from out of nowhere. It's really a big of a deal.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Exactly. I mean, you would think that they will come and say like, "You are coming with us for your crimes," but then again, they were so respectful and everything. Like, okay, we have something to discuss. Please come with us, sir. Okay, the shogunate wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Raiden shogun mindset has changed.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
As a
All
matter
right,
of
then.
fact.
I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
That would be for the best. Since Kazuha, yeah, like you said, it's a little more like reserved to himself. So let's go to the Tenryo Commission. It is. But Jesus, who would have thought? Well, I guess it made sense since that other event, the book one, the one from the books, the festival. I can't remember its name, but ever since that event, the Tenryo Commission hasn't had any hard feelings against Kazuha. So it would make sense that they would want to discuss a few things here and there. Enter the Tenryo Commission headquarters. Okay, let's get in and see what this is all about. But yeah, no one could be more surprised than us and him for this matter. Okay, so here we are, and that's Kazuha, and that's the leader of the Tenryu Commission. I remember we once fought some Patui here in Inazuma Circle.
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful.
Oh yeah, that's Kuyo, one of the Kuyo clan. Like it's a son, I think. He faced the Raiden Shogun, or more likely Raiden A, back then in her first like Star Quest, and here we are. And it's good that they are trying to undo the things that they have done with everything that went on in Inazuma. It's good.
The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name.
Cool, but well, let's listen what Kazuha has to say.
Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I've heard a thing or two. I forget. It will be I forgot. No. Well, I heard a thing of two or.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class. But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil.
Wait, they fled to Snezhnaya? Why? Why would this blacksmith fled to Snezhnaya? It's worse there. I mean, I get it. Due to the Vision Hunt decree, everything in Azuma became such a mess. But why would you pick Snezhnaya over all the other nations? Come on! If if I were to pick a place where if I were to live a place that was that had that decree, the least place that I would have gone would be Snezhnaya. It's so cold and everything, and I wouldn't like the factory too much. So, but that's just my case. But anyway, let's keep listening. What's done is done.
We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just.
Oh, ouch. Now that makes sense, okay.
Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode.
That's true. After he left, he's been wandering around everywhere. And truth be told, it would feel like it wouldn't feel natural, you know. So I guess his best option is to reject the offer due to his everything that he's been experienced through.
Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
That's true. So what would you do, Kazuha? I'm wondering.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
Well, they may not know, but we the players saw this. Somehow, in some way, his his friend's vision like turned on and helped us with that with that strike too. He was able to use that both visions to stop that attack, which was cool. It makes you it stunned you by just looking at it.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
That's true. Not even us can use the both elements at the same time. On just in cuts in a cutscene, which was against Child against Child back in Liyue, but still that doesn't mean that we can use both elements. Not even in the gameplay.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
That's true. It's better to think this through first, rather than making any sort, any hard or well, it's best to think this hard decision. Like I am thinking if I should pull for Wonder or not, given that my 50-50 is on the my 50-50 and my Primogems are in the game right now. So let's tell about this important thing that we saw.
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
If I remember correctly, he doesn't have any siblings. And could it be that could be someone you train with under the same master?
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaidahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Well, thank you, and sure we will.
The agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Ryuji, the guy from the detective agency thing, or yes, they are detectives. So will we meet Kaizu here or something? I'm not sure, but since he's from that department, no, he's from the Tenryu Commission, or yeah, the Tenryu Commission, yeah. But this is odd. How could this happen? Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know what to think so far. I mean, it's a lot of talking as usual, because every single story quest has a lot of talking instead of a lot of action. And you don't get deeper into meeting the characters for some odd reason, but okay. Like I said, this is the Kazuha story quest, but the one in the Summertime Odyssey is the cooler Kazuha story quest. Okay, here we are, Ryuji, or whatever. Let's keep going.
Hey there! We'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him.
Ah, what an awful moment for looking for people that were looking for him. It's that's a very big inconvenience right there. My God.
To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of Mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
Yeah, that's also that's wrong. If you were to make any sort of profit by just revealing someone's information, that would be so wrong. Ugh. But thankfully they didn't do it.
Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
But why are we like describing the person? I mean, it's an NPC, but the NPC was very obvious. It was using a samurai suit. So why are we saying this kind of stuff?
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is this your way of giving praise? It was also not easy for me to fight him off. Now I would say, is this your way of giving praise?
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. Two grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Well, that makes sense regarding that he was using a samurai suit. That's what I was talking about. Okay, let's consider this a favor from Luigi. Or yeah, we'll investigate both incidents at the same time. Well, I think we consider this, okay?
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
That's true.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some
Ryuji.
inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Now I get what they say. It is a really off thing here. That it's a lot of talking and not regarding the character. Okay, let's talk to Amenoma Togo.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha, what brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Ah, I see. Okay, so they were really like both clans were really close. Since they were part of a former team for the Raiden Shogun. I see.
Yes, you may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Yeah, that's right, the Iridori Festival. It was that festival. Ah, but yeah, the Raiden Gokaden. Okay.
Though all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source, over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryo Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and
Oh.
neither of them came back.
A fire, you say? Whoa. So, some fireworks went off or something?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry, you have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. We still need to get into the info, the information from the Nagato family. That's true.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
And where could that be? But anyway, thank you so much for the information, Mister. And don't worry, we will find your nephew safe and sound. Okay, so well, I am not disliking this too much. I mean, it's still a lot of dialogue, but I wish there was a little more than this. Oh. What's this?
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby and I'm willing to support him, but making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
And the trouble is that you did the right thing. It's important to set boundaries. No, yeah, she really did the right thing in this matter. Oh boy.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paima was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
Of course you will go over to me because you can't make a single opinion, Paimon. Okay, they must have had an argument during the sale. Perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. We are still missing some crucial information. Most likely. I mean, I already know that the search has to do something with it, but we don't know. We're still missing some crucial information on this matter.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle. Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up. The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
That's true. This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
That's true. We still have a long way to go. But I am going to end this video here. Since it has been so much and I have been recording for way too long now, so okay, we will continue this search on the workhouse next video. And yeah, I really like the Wanderers like Trial. He is a really fun and good character to use. But like I said, this won't still give my decision up to an end. I will still do everything else in order to give a better decision. So next time we will look for the what happened in that warehouse when the fire broke out, and I will keep thinking on whether I will wish for wonder or not. So thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you did like the video and comment down below. And also, did you wish on Wanderers banner? Please let me know down in the comments. And please consider to subscribe so you don't miss on anything that I will upload in the future. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!